Hey, it's Bob Clark from bobandrosemary.com coming at you with another part-time marketing tip. Today, I'm going to talk to you about 3 likely reasons why your results in your business are mediocre or maybe even non-existent, and how you can turn that around even if you have very little time. So stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. Again, my name is Bob Clark. If this is the first time you're here, make sure you subscribe at the red button below and click that little notification bell so you get notified whenever I put up a new video. This channel is really devoted to solving problems for people who are building their business part-time. Okay, I put out a ton of video content on this channel, so be sure to subscribe. And if you're looking for a roadmap on exactly what to do for your business when you only have a little bit of time to build, you want to grab my roadmap, my 30-minute roadmap, which is basically how to grow your business in 30 minutes a day or less. So make sure the link is in the description, first paragraph. Make sure you click that as well. Okay, so why aren't you getting results? Okay, why are your results mediocre or maybe even non-existent in your business? How much of it has to do with time? How much of it has to do with something else? Okay. I've been going at this part-time for a number of years. I built my business part-time. I have a healthcare profession career, and I'm building my business part-time so I can basically retire on my own terms, which is coming up pretty quickly. So I know a little bit about building part-time. Here's the deal. Why you're not getting results probably has to do with 2 things. What's happening when you sit down at the computer and what thoughts are going on in your mind. Okay, it's probably a combination of those 2 things. So I've identified what I think are 3 likely reasons why your results aren't what you want them to be, and what you can do about it. So let's get to number 1. So the first likely reason that you're not getting results has very little to do with time. It has to do more with belief. Okay, you most likely lack belief that the things you're doing, the tasks you're taking, the tasks you're doing when you sit down at your computer are actually going to lead to results. Okay, and you're quitting too soon. Now, this is something I see happen with marketers. It doesn't matter if they're part-time or full-time. It's very common for people to stop doing what they're doing too soon because they're not seeing results. Okay, I saw a training yesterday from a guy doing video marketing. And he showed his a nice graph with a number of views on one axis and time on the other. And it took him almost 3 months to get out of this mediocrity in his videos, where he was only getting, less than 100 views per video, less than 50 views per video. And this happened to go on for like 3 months before he finally started to see results from the videos that he was doing. Okay, it had nothing to do with what he was doing that was wrong. It was just that he hadn't done it enough yet, okay, to draw attention, to get a crowd, to get YouTube to take notice. Okay, and once that happened, results went up quickly. He started getting more views, more leads, more sales pretty quickly and pretty exponentially at the end. So the point is, unless you have a rock solid belief that the things you're doing will lead to results, when you hit this period of what some people call sucksville, okay, when you're not getting results, even though you're taking action, you're gonna stop and you're gonna go look for something else. The next, whatever else is around that seems like it might be another way to go in your marketing. That's where you're gonna go. Next shiny object, right? And you're not gonna give it the chance that you need, right, to get results. I've seen way too many marketers quit before their time. Right? Quit right before they see success because they didn't have the belief. So how do you fix that? The best way to fix it is to find a teacher or a coach or a mentor, right, who's already done what you're trying to do, okay, and are willing to share what they're doing with you. Okay, and that doesn't happen with everybody. You have to find those people. For example, I coach part-timers, right? People know that I'm successful part-time, and they know that I have very little time in my business. So when we're in the same situation, they look to me to tell them what I do every day to get success. And then so that instills with them the belief, because they know if it works for me, it can work for them too. And you need to find those people in whatever area of business you're in, whatever marketing method you're working on. You need to find those people who are already successful, who are willing to share with you what they do. That will instill the belief, and that'll lead for you to keep going even when things aren't happening in terms of results, because you'll have the belief that things will ultimately happen for you. So that's number one. Let's get to number two. The second likely reason that you're not getting results is because you lack consistency. And a lot of times you lack consistency because of the excuses you're allowing to take hold in your life. Okay, this is a little tough love. Look, I know we all have excuses, right? We all have time issues. We all have health issues. We all have family issues. Some of us have financial issues, right? I understand that. And everybody has reasons why they didn't get to their business stuff that day. Okay? But here's the reality, is that excuses are keeping you in mediocrity. Okay? They're keeping you down. They're pushing you down. And they're really little tricks the subconscious plays with you, all right, to keep you down so that you don't risk growing out of your comfort zone. You don't risk doing something that might, stress you out. Your subconscious is putting you down there. And they do that through excuses. So you might totally buy into your excuses, but here's the reality. This is something my mentor told me a while ago, and it's very, very true. No matter what your excuses are, there's always somebody else worse off, who's getting results that you're not. Okay, let that sink in. There's always somebody who's worse off in life than you are, but they are getting results. So what does this say about your excuses, right? It busts them. You're busted, right? Because there's somebody doing it. So you can't buy into that excuse. So how do you fix that? Well, number one is you become aware of the excuses. You see it for what they are. Okay. And then the second one is you push through. And it's very, very good if you can come across people who have worse excuses than you, who are making it happen, because those really should pump you up. Because, hey, that guy, that lady, she's worse off than me. She has worse money problems, right? She has less time. She has more health issues. But damn, look what she's doing in her business. She's kicking, she's killing it in her business, even though she has all those excuses. Use that to rev you up. Use that to empower you that you can do it. Okay, you can do it, and it's just a matter of being consistent, busting through those excuses, and doing stuff anyway. That's really the whole deal there. So let's get to number three. Okay, the third likely reason that you're not getting results is that you lack urgency. Okay, you become complacent and you lack urgency. Now, I've talked about this before in other videos, but I think it's worth talking about again because it fits in really well in this conversation about lack of results. Okay, so you lack urgency mostly because you're comfortable. Okay, maybe you have a job, or your spouse has a job where the bills are paid, right? The kids are being fed, the family's being fed, the family's okay, right? And so there isn't an urgency there to do things today. The worst thing that can come through your mind or come out of your mouth is, I'll do it tomorrow. Because tomorrow becomes the next day, becomes the next day, becomes the next week, becomes the next month, and all of a sudden you're 2 or 3 months down the road and you haven't done anything. And if you don't do anything, you're not going to get results. It's as simple as that. So lack of urgency, right? Complacency is really the part-time marketer's worst enemy, right? Because you might be comfortable, right? You might lack the urgency. I get it. I've been there. I understand it. No judgment. But the reality is that you have to create. If it doesn't exist, if urgency doesn't exist, you have to create it. Right? There's a couple ways to fix it, a couple ways to create it. Number one is create artificial deadlines for yourself. Okay? Tell somebody outside of your space, tell your spouse, right? Tell your friends, even tell other marketers, right? This is what my goal is. This is my deadline. Hold me to it. Help hold me to it, right? And you can even go beyond that and create, benefits or prizes, for hitting that deadline. And maybe consequences for not. So you can create artificial deadlines this way. You tell your spouse, "Hey, my goal is to create 3 videos by Friday. Hold me to it." Okay, tell another marketer, tell somebody, and help them. Tell them to hold you to it, and it'll happen. Okay. The other way is to join challenges. I just finished up a great video challenge where I created a video, several times a week where I hadn't done anything before, or not much anyway. And so challenges are great in an area you want to be consistent in, because you're with a bunch of people who are trying to do the same thing, and the person running the challenge, you should trust enough and have the belief that they're steering you in the right path, in the right direction. So these are 3 likely reasons why you're not getting results, why your results are mediocre or non-existent at all. And I've showed you how you can turn them around. Hope this has been of value to you. If so, please like it, share it, comment it. Whatever you do to show your satisfaction with the video, please do it. I'd appreciate it. And again, please subscribe to this channel, because I put out videos here on a regular basis, and I want you to be notified whenever I put out some new content here on this channel. Again, don't forget now, if you're part-time and you'd like a roadmap on growing your business, what steps to take, a step-by-step roadmap on growing your business in 30 minutes a day or less, don't forget to grab it over at bobandrosemary.com/30. Okay, the link is in the first paragraph of the description, so grab it there. And I know you're going to love that. It's going to really help you out, especially if you're short on time and growing your business. So I hope you like this video. I will see you on the next one. Have a great day.